was to work on pattern stash busting. So I have a bunch of patterns that I have saved, which probably for every crocheter watching this gets that and has the same. But I just don't like having an abundant amount of patterns that I have not even made once. So my plan is to try to go through a lot of them. I know I'm not going to be able to get through all of them because some of them are definitely bigger and more detailed. But this week is going to be probably a little busier. I'm not quite sure if I will be able to get through most of that. I just got added to a couple of different pattern tests, which I'm very excited about. And I'm also continuing to work on my pattern. It is currently with testers, so there's a couple things that I need to work on with that, and I might end up making another one for a couple different reasons. So anyway, I've got a bunch of stuff that I need to get done this week, so I'm not quite sure how much I will actually be able to make of patterns that I have saved, but I am going to try to see if I can get through at least a couple. I also won 2 giveaways. 2 of my friends hit 1,000 followers on Instagram, which is super exciting, and I ended up winning both of their giveaways. I got like, I think 5 patterns. I think the one I had 4 maybe, actually 3 and then 3, so like 6 or 7 patterns for free, which was super exciting. I'm really excited about all of them, and I really want to make them. And I like don't have enough time. So anyway, as every crocheter understands, but my goal is to start working through them and get a feel for what each pattern is like, what the final size, if they are good for market, if they are more good for gifts and for bigger items that maybe I will list in my Etsy. I'm not quite sure. But either way, my goal is to try to make some of those and also finish some of the pattern tests that I have going on. Let's see, I'm part of 1, 2, 3. I think that's it right now. Only 3 pattern tests, and they're not all due this week. But my brain is definitely like, once I have a pattern test going on, I will like have that in the back of my mind and stress about it until it is done, even if the timeline's like way far out there. So if you feel that way, let me know in the comments, because it stresses me out sometimes, and I feel like I definitely have been going through waves. Like I had like 7 pattern tests that I was a part of, and I was super stressed, and I was like, okay, no more, none of that. And then I stopped applying to a bunch of pattern tests because I was on vacation and stuff. And then like right leading up to all of this, I had like no pattern tests that I was a part of. So anyway, and that's why I decided to start applying to some. And there's also so many cute patterns being released right now, so it's hard not to apply. So we will see. I have also applied to more, but I'm not quite sure if I'll get into all of them, so we'll see. If I get into them, then I might take a little chill out on applying for some, but we'll see. I'm really excited. All of them are really cute, and I think they have the potential for being really good for my markets. So today's Friday. I am currently working on a pattern test right now. I believe they're called Bitty Bubs, and they're little sleeping babies. And these are the little arms. And these are the little legs. They're gonna be so cute. I'm so excited. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to work on that because this is due in less than a week. I think we had a week to finish this. So I'm gonna try to knock this out, and then I honestly would like to make a couple of these, I think, for a market. At least 2. So I'm making one right now with this like frosted burnet, like this like pink. I think it's actually called like mauve maybe, and like just like a lighter skin tone. But I would love to do like a darker skin tone with, I have this like burgundy red. I think that would look so pretty. They're kind of completely different vibes, so I don't know how that would look together on a table at market. So we'll see. I might switch to just like a blue baby with a slightly darker skin tone, because this is also going to be super light. Like, anyway, so we'll see. But we will see how much I can crochet this afternoon while my son naps, and then this evening, and then tomorrow is Saturday, and I am going to a fall festival event farm place with my family in Pennsylvania, so that's like over an hour away. and we'll be there, and then we will be spending time with my extended family and then coming back in the evening. So I don't think I will get any crocheting done on Saturday, and then Sunday we have church. So we will see how much I'm able to get through. I may not be able to get through any of these patterns that my hope was for, so it might just end up being a week of my life with pattern testing, but stay tuned and maybe I will surprise myself. Okay guys, it is late in the evening. Well, it's 9:20, which is late for me. And to give you a quick update from earlier when I was filming to now, I got chosen to test another pattern, which I'm really excited about. It is, I believe her handle is Crochet with Cate. It may not be exactly that, but I will link her down below, or the pattern. And she is doing like a Christmas theme bundle, and so she's doing Santa, Mrs. Claus, a boy elf, a girl elf, and then I think like a Yeti. And I got chosen to do the Santa, which I'm really excited about. This lighting's gonna be a little bad, but that's okay. I'm super excited. This is my first time testing her patterns or making any of her patterns, so I'm really excited about that. I didn't think she would pick me, so I'm very excited. And it's a little Santa, which I think is just going to be so perfect for my winter markets coming up, and just in general, it's super cute. So I might end up listing it on my Etsy too for people to buy, because I feel like that one will be really cute. So anyway, I'm really excited about that. That one isn't due for a little while, so I probably won't start that right away, but I think that one is going to be a little bit bigger and a little more complicated, so I probably shouldn't wait till the last minute. Anyway, I also finished the little bitty bub. I'll probably just show you in the morning because this lighting is so bad, but oh my gosh, she is super cute. I'll just have to wait to rant about how amazing it is in the morning, but I already started a second one that's like with a darker skin color and a burgundy color for the clothes, and I'm so excited. They're gonna be so cute together. I also started another pattern test that I have, which is a penguin. It's going to be a little furry yarn, which I'm really excited about. So currently I'm just working on pattern testing. I'm probably not going to say it much later, but I just wanted to give you guys an update that I was added to another pattern test, and I'm super excited about, so we'll see. Okay, so today is Monday. Forgive my kid playing with his car. That's going to be in the background because that's life. But anyway, today is Monday. It has been a cold, rainy day. I can't record right now, can I? As a, Hey, Austin, can you play with a different toy? Neat. So anyway, today's Monday. This weekend I was not able to crochet a ton. I still was able to get through a good bit, which is nice. But anyway, I was added to another pattern test, which is a little triceratops. I'm very excited about, super cute. And let me show you everything that I was able to work on so far. So there is a little bonnet for the bitty bubs that I have worked on, and I'm working on the second one, but I put the first bitty bubs bonnet on the second doll that I made. He picked another loud toy. That's what it is. Also, don't you just love the messy corner? Anyway, look at how precious. She's so cute. I cannot, like, just, anyway. So this, and then I also finished the first one, but she has no hat. I'm working on the hat for this one. I also, the other night, I was getting a glass of milk with cookies, as silly as that sounds, and I spilled the whole glass of milk all over this little sweet baby, and I'm really annoyed. So it's got, like, I need to put it through the wash, I guess. I've never washed any of my crochet plushies, so I don't know if she's gonna make it. So I'm gonna finish finish making them, taking photos of them, and then I'm gonna wash her to see if she makes it through. And then hopefully she does, and I'm able to still sell her to market. If not, I'm just gonna give her pictures. But anyway, that was kind of disappointing. But they are the sweetest things ever. I also was able to work on, this is her little bonnet that I'm working on. And then I started the Triceratops pattern, but it's gonna be so cute. But there's a couple things we are working through as pattern testers. And so I'm paused on that because I need to work through a couple things to try to help figure it out. So I paused on that, and then I also needed to work on a handful of stuff for my own pattern. Do you find the baby? That is where I'm at. Today is a cold, rainy day. Tonight is our small group, so I probably won't get much done this evening. We shall see what I'm able to get through. We're gonna swing into Hobby Lobby because I used the burgundy yarn for the baby, and then I decided to use the burgundy yarn for my Triceratops, which was a bad idea because I'm not gonna have enough. I definitely am gonna run out. So I need to go to Hobby Lobby to get another one of those, which happened exactly before with the same yarn. I was pattern testing, I chose it, and I literally had like this much I needed. So I need that, and then I'm probably gonna pick up another of the tan color that I have. I think we're just gonna swing into there now before we have to make food for our small group and then head out. A rainy day. It's kind of a perfect day to go shopping and also get out. So I will keep you guys updated if I get anything else. My goal is to stick to just the 2 colors and maybe like one other if I see something that I realized I need. I don't know though. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if I'm gonna be able to get through it without buying any other yarn. I really don't need to buy any more yarn. Also, his toys are really loud, so sorry. Anyway, so I'll keep you guys updated, but off we go. Okay guys, so today is Tuesday. Last night, I wasn't able to work on anything, but this morning, my son ended up sleeping in a long time, so I had a long time to crochet. He didn't wake up till like 8, which is crazy for him. So I wasn't crocheting the whole time because I had other stuff I had to do, but I was able to get done a ton, which I'm really excited about. Let me show you everything I got done. So I finished both of the little bitty bubs. That's the one. That's like my neutral. Well, I guess it's not neutral. And then this little pinky. Her hair's a little messed up, but anyway. Let's see if you can fix that. She's so cute. They're so adorable. So I'm gonna be taking pictures of them and then potentially trying to wash the pink one. But that's super exciting. My son just went down for his nap. I need to work on some stuff with my pattern. I have to work up a few things to take more pictures of, and the deadline for the pattern test is on Sunday. So I'm trying to make sure I am keeping up with all of that so I don't feel behind as it gets closer. I probably will try to work on that stuff now, and then if I have extra time before he wakes up, I will continue working on the pattern test. Oh yeah, so this morning I started on continued on the Triceratops, and I realized I had messed it up again, which working through the pattern is just the way it, like, that's just happens sometimes, and that's okay. But I need to undo some rows and reattach some things. So I paused on that because I just didn't feel like doing it then. So I might try to work on that, but I started on another pattern test that I have, which is due the same day as the Triceratops. And it's going to be a little donut bear. But look at, so it's going to be just, this is just the donut part. Look at how cute. And then I'm working on the face currently, but it's not, we're working on the eyes, and he's crying. So we'll see. Hopefully that turns out good. My goal was to do, for the snout and the ears, stick with the same icing color of the donut, but I don't know how that's gonna look. I could always cut the nose out and redo that part. So we'll see. I'm trying to wait to do the ears to see if I like the snout and continue wanting to do the ears and with the pink. But anyway, I'm really excited about that. They're really cute. And then I'm gonna work on my own pattern then try to knock out some more of my pattern tests because I'm feeling a little bit stressed because the bitty bubs are done. They're due in, I think, 2 days. So that's good. I'll send in my final photos hopefully later today. I'll also get those photos right now. And then the next ones are due in a couple days. And yeah, I just need to be working on them too. So we'll see. I might try to stay up a little later tonight to try to knock them out so I don't feel as stressed. We'll see. But anyway, I'm going to try to work on those right now. Getting on here real quick because I finally finished everything with my pattern. Took me forever. And I know there's going to be more stuff I still have to do before it releases. But anyway, so that was good. I just finished doing the eyes for this little bear. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. I still clearly have to tie everything together and finish it off. But I just had to share. I can't. Anyway, I had to give you that quick little update because, oh my gosh, and I don't know how much I'm going to get through because working on everything with my pattern took forever. But anyway. Okay, y'all, my son is down for bed. It is 8:10 now, and I'm currently sewing up this little donut bear, and oh my gosh, so quick little, I realized that I was not following the pattern that I was supposed to be because it's like a modification of her original 2 patterns that are different kinds of bears. Also, okay, so adorable. They're little bears. She started with a pancake stack bear, and then she did a cupcake bear. And so now this is the donut bear, and this is going to be free mod from the original 2. So you have to have one of the original patterns. So anyway, to test it, for those who didn't have her pattern, you got to pick which one you wanted. And so I picked the pancake one, which I am in love with this pattern so much. I'm going to make the pancake one. I'm probably going to make this one again. I'm in love. But anyway, I haven't finished sewing them on, but let me just show you. Oh my soul. I cannot. And let me show you. Something like this. Is that not the cutest little thing ever? And it's even got a little tail that's gonna go back. Anyway, I'm gonna finish sewing this up. Come on, can you not? Is that not the sweetest thing you've seen all day? Anyway, so I'm gonna finish doing that tonight, and then hopefully maybe start working on the other pattern test that I have that's due the same day as the donut bear. I have to redo the legs for that one, so I'm not looking forward to that, but I need to work on that and get that done ASAP. And then I have a penguin pattern test that's due, I think, like either the next day or in 2 days, so after that one. So I've kind of knocked these out, but I mean, come on, I'm just in love. Anyway, I'm gonna continue sewing these pieces on, and I will probably see you guys tomorrow. I'm also about to start my Triceratops pattern test, but I wanted to get on here because I feel like I haven't updated y'all in a while about the things that I've been thinking about and trying to figure out. So I shared on my Instagram a little bit more about my faith and being a Christ follower, which is really important to me. Kind of the whole reason why I started this business, and I have wanted to kind of make that more of a priority and focus, but I'm not quite sure exactly how I want that to look. So, and there's still a lot of things that I'm not quite sure yet how I want to play out. But one of the things that I've been thinking about is creating patterns that are potentially Bible stories and Bible themes, and creating patterns that would be good book buddies with Bible themed books and Bible stories. I'm not quite sure if that's where I want to go and how that will look practically, but anyway, I'm going to share that. If I end up doing that, which I think I might try to at least start creating some patterns and seeing if I like the way they're turning out, if I still feel like that's kind of what I like with moving forward. But anyway, I have a couple ideas. I at least have one pattern that I would like to create next that is not Bible related at all. So hopefully I will be able to start creating that once I am done catching up on all my pattern tests and have a little bit of time in between, but we'll see. So I just wanted to share that because that's something I've been thinking about. In the morning, I will show you the finished donut bear. I finished her. She's adorable. I'm in love. But anyway, I wanted to get on here and share that, and I will continue working tonight on my pattern tests. Okay guys, today is Wednesday. My son just went down for his nap. We have church tonight, so this is pretty much the only time I'm going to get to crochet, so I'm going to be working on my project while I talk because I'm doing all right with timelines and everything, but I just would like to be able to knock out as much as I can while he's sleeping because yeah, my husband's also off tomorrow, so I am going to want to spend some time with him because we never really get to see him. So anyway, all that to say, you're coming along with me right now. But, so this morning, I was able to pretty much finish the Triceratops. I'm currently about to be done the eye embroidery, and then she's done, which I'm very excited about. She was definitely a more time-consuming project. She's adorable. She was so worth it, but definitely a lot of back and forth and like trying to figure out the placement of everything because she's no-sew, which is really exciting. I love no-sew patterns. It is, but it was using a completely, not different, but kind of different way to attach everything that I haven't done before. So a lot of that was kind of just my learning curve. But anyway, look, I just finished her. Let's see her. She is so stinking adorable. She's just so cute. Look at that. She's so adorable. Anyway, I'm just in love. Anyway, so she's done, which is exciting. I'll probably try to take pictures with her when my son's down and the lighting is good. And then I'm going to work on the penguin that I have. That's a pattern test, and I will probably try to work on editing this week's video a little bit and also editing the final photos for all of the pattern tests that I'm in, because I took some photos just now, but I need to edit them and then send them in so that I am completely done and I don't have to think about that, worry about that. Then I think I will just have the penguin that is due before my pattern releases, so I will need to work on that. And then I will only have 2 more pattern tests that are due next week, 1 week from today. So I have 3 still that I have to do in 1 week's time. The one I'm not worried about, it's my friend Andrea from Handmade. I believe that's how you pronounce it. They're little, oh my goodness, it's her first pattern that I'm testing for her, and she's also testing my first pattern for me, which is fun. They're really cute. I'll show them to you when I'm done, but they're tinier. So I'm not too worried about the time frame with that. But the other one is a Santa snuggler. That seems like it's going to be pretty big, and I might run out of yarn, so I need to get started on that so I can make sure I have enough yarn and have enough time to go to the store and blah blah blah. So after I finish the penguin, I'll probably start on the Santa. But anyway, I also realized that I never actually shared my pattern, so let me show you. Here he is, and this is Max. So when I was creating him, he looks a little wonky on the camera, but he's not. My goal when creating him was to create him as close to the original as possible, and I feel like I did that. His little hat you could take off, but I'm not going to. And then Max, I also wanted to be very similar and in size proportion to him. I wanted them both to be no-sew, smaller and quicker market makes, so that you can still have them for your markets. They're not too time consuming, and I'm pretty happy with them. My son has claimed and loved Max. I've made like 3 more so that we always have a Max around for him to play with. Anyway, so here they are. I'm actually in love with them. At first when I made them, I really liked the Grinch. I thought he turned out perfectly, and the Max was definitely a labor of love. But I have actually come to adore him so much and think he's like the cutest thing ever. So anyway, those are my very first patterns. I'm very excited. So stay tuned for the release of that on Monday, the 20th. Monday the 20th. So I'm gonna continue to work on my penguin pattern test and then start the other 2 pattern tests that I have going, and hopefully I'll be able to get through most of them before the end of the week. It's a little bit later. I've been working on the penguin, and let me just say, when she had posted the test recall, she had put that she wanted someone to make it in fluffy yarn, and I just had the perfect fluffy yarn for it. But guys, look at he, I don't know, still needs her little wings, but my gosh, and I need to readjust this because it's making it look a little, I need to move it over a little bit more. You crochet the beak in, and I definitely crocheted it kind of improperly, but oh my gosh, I am in love. Anyway, I just have to shape that. I will show you once I'm done, but I just love everything with the fuzzy yarn. Like, how can you not love this? It's so soft. Okay guys, somehow my kid is still sleeping for now. He's probably gonna wake up while I record this because I said that, but I cannot make it up. Literally, he's waking up right now, but oh my soul. I'm gonna get better pictures of the lighting when the lighting's good, but how come I am loving everything I made this week? It's great. Okay guys, today is now Thursday. This morning I had Bible study, so I just got back. We got home around 12. So thankfully my son didn't sleep in the car, so he was able to go to bed right when we got home. And I have been crocheting and taking photos ever since. Let me get on here and update, guys. I finished the penguin. I cannot tell you how soft this sweetheart is. So I'm so excited about this. So I took final photos of this penguin and sent those in. And then this morning I was able to work on, I think did I start this morning? I don't remember, but look it. This is another pattern test for Crochet by Cate. It's gonna be a Santa snuggler, obviously. But oh my gosh, so I finished his head, which I'm like so in love with. He's gonna be so cute. And then I'm just currently working on his arms, and we'll see what I get through. But I just want to give you a quick update. That is where I'm at. My husband is off today. This is like the only day he's off. He works night shift and they're weird schedules, so I will have this weekend to work. I'm not quite sure how much I will be able to crochet later because I will probably be trying to hang out with him. I will keep you guys updated. I am loving the way these pattern tests turn out. I just got added to another pattern test too, which is going to be a little hedgehog. It was so funny because I applied, and within the hour, or by like an hour, she had messaged me saying that I was chosen, which is super exciting. So anyway, I will probably be working on that into next week because that's not due until next week. It's 1 week pattern testing time, and it should be smaller. It looks smaller, so I don't think that will take me too long. So I'm gonna work on the Santa, then work on the other pattern test, and then I can work on the hedgehog. I've got a lot going on, but anyway, I'm super excited, and I wanted to show you that I finished the penguin and I started the Santa, which is also so adorable. So many adorable patterns, so cute. I cannot wait. I love them all. Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys, if not tonight, by tomorrow. So stay tuned. Hey guys, today is Friday. My kid is playing blocks in the background, or with his toys, so forgive the background noise. But last night was a little rough with him. I did not crochet at all this morning. Him and I both ended up sleeping in, and it was a whole thing. So anyway, I have no update crochet wise for you, but I ran to Walmart with him this morning because I ran out of red for the Santa snuggler, which I knew I would, but I wanted to get as far as I could and then run out before buying any. So I went to Walmart and I went a little, it's probably not that crazy compared to what some of y'all have bought before, but I went a little crazy for me buying yarn, and I want to show you because I'm really excited. So I got the Crimson Burnette, which this thing is falling off, but this is just for my Santa snuggler, and I will continue to use red for pretty much everything, so can't go wrong with that. It's a beautiful color. Then I got this green. This lighting is honestly pretty bad for showing you the colors, but it's called Smoky Green from Burnett. It's really pretty. I really just wanted another green. I'm running low on my green colors, and I thought this would be really pretty, especially with Christmas coming up. I figured I'd be needing a lot of green. Mama! Yes, that is Mom. And I have been eyeing this up for the longest time. This is gold, and I really wanted to be able to make some giraffes. I don't have any giraffe patterns, so I'm not quite sure if I will buy one or see if I can't try to find a pattern to test. That's a giraffe. No, don't touch that. That's what's holding Mama's phone up. But I've been eyeing this up for such a long time. I think it's such a pretty color, and I can't wait to use it for something. I have no plan for it yet, though. I got the Mainstays Cozy Chenille yarn, which I ideally would buy this for all the colors that they have instead of Burnett, because this is cheaper by a couple dollars. But this is just like a cream color, ivory. Okay, now here we go though. This is the thing I'm most excited for. The pattern that I want to make next, my own pattern that I want to create. I've been having it in my brain of how I want to do it. I've thought through like how I'm gonna do everything because I want it to be no sew. You want to see a snowman? Yes, the snowman in the video, yeah. But anyway, so I have a couple ideas that I think I'm gonna wait to show you and tell you about for another video, maybe doing a full video on my thought process and the pattern testing or the pattern creating process. We'll see. No. Sorry, my kid's right here. He's climbed up. Anyway, but I'm gonna show you these colors. I wanted to get a knot blanket yarn that is size 6, so that everything that I make is in size 6 yarn. It's a lot quicker to work up, so I'll tell you later about what it's going to be used for. This lighting is really bad. I might take you to the other, but the brand is called Hometown. It's a Lion brand yarn. And it is super bulky, size 6 yarn, but look. Let me take you over to the light real quick so you can see the beauty of these colors. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I got, this one actually kind of looks green, but this is like a teal. Okay, now you can see it's kind of a teal. I'm really excited. The pink is like if I were colored, this would be the color I would be. So I had to get this. This is like the most perfect, like Barbie soft baby pink. And then this is like a teal blue green. That's beautiful. And then this is like a crimson red. And I got this because I was thinking of Christmas. The pattern that I want to make is going to be like kind of wintry themed. So I'm going to want some Christmas colors too. But anyway, I had to share that. And hopefully this afternoon I will be able to crochet a little while my son naps and be able to knock out some more of my pattern tests. And next week's video is going to be hopefully working and finishing a matching fall sweater for my son. I don't think it's going to take me that long because I started it the other day and worked up just one square for the sleeve and it was super quick. So I was like not really worried about it. So I think I'm going to be able to knock it out in a week, but I might try to start that this weekend just so that I don't stress myself out and feel like the time crunch to get it done to release a video by Saturday, but we'll see. So there's that. And then you can see him back there. He's so cute. Anyway, so I will try to do that and I'll keep you guys updated, but we will see. I might also try to get some stuff done on crochet while he's awake, but that usually doesn't pan out since this weekend my husband works all weekend, so I really don't have much going on. So hopefully I will be able to knock out a good amount of stuff. I also need to finish editing and finalizing everything for my pattern release, which is on Monday, so that's super exciting too. So I will keep you guys updated. All right, guys, it is later in the afternoon. My son just woke up from his nap a little while ago. I was able to get a good bit done. And let me show you. I was able to completely finish the little Santa. Oh my soul, look at how adorable. I think he is so cute. I did the buckle in worsted weight yarn, which definitely looks a little rough. I might end up redoing that. I don't know. It's okay too. It's not the worst, but I'm very excited I finished him. So hopefully this evening or this afternoon, if I have time, we'll see. I will work on my other pattern test. I think later I might try to work on my son's fall sweater along with my other pattern test, but we'll see. I also, this might actually win over the fall sweater. I really want to start my second pattern. So I might end up working that, starting it finally. After thinking about this for so long, I might try to start that tonight. We will see. Now that I have like, I think all the yarn I need for it, I really want to go for it. Now that I've already done one pattern, the second one will be a lot more just copying and pasting, and then just creating the pattern a lot easier to creating, at least with the formatting and layout of everything, but we'll see. So I will keep you guys updated, but I am so excited I was able to finish this cutie. I am in love with him too. I am just in love with everything I've made this week. So anyway, also look at, he's so cute. That is where I am at. I don't think I will be able to, if I start the other pattern test, I honestly probably could finish it tonight because they're super tiny. I think, who knows, the process may end up being a little more complicated, but I don't think it will be. So but we'll see. I have till like, I think Wednesday. Yeah, I have till Wednesday and it's Friday. So I think I'm gonna work on something fun tonight, something I've been wanting to work on, either his sweater or my pattern, but we'll see. Okay guys, forgive the lighting, forgive my hair. I just got out of the shower, clearly. It is 8:35 at night. I am wrapping up the day. My son is asleep. I'm currently working on my second pattern. I haven't gotten very far and I don't know how far I'll get. I really should probably work on all my pattern tests, but we'll see. And I need to also get started on my son's sweater. But here I am working on my pattern test. I think I've shown you everything that I was able to accomplish this week. I don't think I'm getting anything else done tonight that I will be able to show you or that will amount to anything. I am so happy with how this week went. I think I was able to crochet a lot more than I was expecting. Definitely a little stressed throughout the week, but I was able to meet the deadlines for everything and I still got some time. So it was definitely a fun week. I'm looking forward to next week. Next week's video should be me making my son's matching fall sweater, if it doesn't take longer than I am expecting it to. I also will need to be finishing up the 2 pattern tests that I am in that are due next week that I have not started. Come along with me next week as I do that. So stay tuned for next week's video with that. But I think that will be wrapping up this week's video, and thanks for watching.